Okay. Hopefully you guys can see me. Put a light on me. Um, I'm here by myself at the Creeper Gallery. So Chris is not feeling well. So it's just me. It's kind of rain and snow here in New Hope. Roads were horrible. So it, it took me a while to get here and to set up and to get everything ready. With it just being me, I'm going to make sure you guys can see and hear everything. So I'm going to check the camera in a minute, check the feed to make sure the sound is good and that you can see me sitting here and you can see everything over here, that everything's good. Then I'm going to try to bring the camera closer so you can actually see the object and, read the information and then start the investigation. But yeah, no one's watching the feed, so I really can't see any of your comments or anything. So this is the way I got to do it. So I'm gonna check the feed first, make sure you guys can hear me, make sure you can see me where I'm at, see the table here and all the objects here. I have a new one here that's already going off. This one's here is an EMF detector. When there's any surge of EMF, the lights are going to go off around this lantern from a very little to really, really bright if anything comes near it. So I'm going to check the feed first, make sure everything's good. All righty. So far, it's good on Facebook. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, everybody's good. Everybody's good. All right, let me show you the first object. I'm going to have to pick up the tripod and bring it over there. So, all right. So, this is the first one. Get a good view of it from there, I think. And again, this is only on Facebook and YouTube tonight because it's only one phone. So I can't do TikTok as well with just one phone. So this is the piece here. I'll look closer. Get a better look at it. All right. Let me bring this back. This is a rough one because I got to make sure I'm close enough so you guys can hear me and see me and all that fun stuff and see the object. So let me make sure everything's in the shot. There's everything. I'm going to be over there. All right. So if I don't say hi to everyone or react to everything, please don't hold it against me. One man band, so doing the best I can. All right. So this object here, I'll explain everything that's on the table. Haunted embroidered art. This rare piece of antique art came from an abandoned stone mansion in Doylestown, PA. The 224-year-old mansion has stood empty for 40 years. All of the contents remained inside. Oh, this sounds familiar. I think I did this one before. Not sure. We believe the woman attached is Nettie Leptenach, 1909-1982. She was married to Harry Yeroshuk, 1929. Claims are tragedy and bad luck follow this piece. The more I read this, the more I think I may have done this already. I don't know. Does it sound familiar to you guys? Now, again, this lantern right here detects EMF. So you can see all the sides around it. Oops. The lights aren't on. So it's telling me which direction the EMF is coming from. So it's head on right in front of it. So I got that. I got the static domes on the side that light up, change different colors if anything touches them. I've got the yes and the no egg. I've got the bell, but it's a motion bell back there. I've got the trip wires here that light up different colors if they're touched. I've got a REM pot here. And if anything goes next to it, it's going to light up. I've got the cap bowls up there, a touch and a twinkle, and I've got a bell down the bottom. So I'm going to read the feed again because this one does sound familiar to me the more that I'm thinking about this. Thanks, Donna. I don't remember it. Oh, you guys don't remember it, huh? I kind of do after reading that. Embroidery. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So, Nitty. It's funny because I worked with a Nitty for a number of years when I was in high school. I worked at a bank and I worked with a woman named Nitty, and she was one of my favorite people. She was an older woman, really, really nice, really, really friendly. So, and a good friend of mine that I also worked with, Larry, who was much older than I was, who passed away probably 4 years ago. His wife was named Nettie as well. So, yeah, there you go. I mentioned it, Nettie, and I'm starting to see the static dome going around. See it? Hello, Nettie. I'm just commenting on how much I like that name. I have fond memories of 2 people named Nettie that I met in my life. So I really do like that name. I think it's a really nice name, usually attached to connected to good people. So Nettie, it says here that claims of tragedy and bad luck follow this piece, and I'm going to try to find out why that is.
God.
I don't know what this just said there, but an abandoned mansion in Doylestown. The mansion was 224 years old. Now the other dome is going off and the lights. I don't know if you can see the other dome. You can see the light back there on the wall from the dome. So far we have both domes going off. We have lights going off when I'm just reading the card. 224-year-old mansion stood empty for 40 years. All that remained are the contents. Now, if you passed in 1982, I'm wondering if you were the last resident of that mansion, or I'm wondering how this got into that mansion, this piece of art. Did you put this piece of art in the mansion? Was it your home, Nettie? Could you answer by just touching anything there? Can you do that for me, please? Was it your home that this piece of artwork was in? Did you create this piece of artwork? The place that this was in, did somebody sell this to them after you passed? Because your husband, doesn't say when your husband passed. All right, Nettie, I'm going to try to talk to you a few different ways. That may seem very, very strange to you. 1982, I know for some seems like it was a very long time ago, but there were tape recorders, there were lights, there were Christmas lights, wires, things that blinked, things that went off when you touched them or clicked them, turned them on and off. So you're kind of familiar with modern objects and modern technology. Everything I have around your piece of artwork there reacts to you, and you being
Do not.
do not. Well, it will though. You'll see, like even this lantern here, the lights will get brighter and brighter and brighter if you just come near it and try to touch it, you'll see right now there's no lights on it, but the light will turn on and it'll get brighter the closer you get to it. I have a yes egg and a no egg that if you just tap them with your fingers like I just did, they're going to light up to let me know that you're answering. I have a bell back there that if you just wave your hand, it's going to bing. Another little music box over here. Some little twinkly balls up there that work just like that. And you know how those circle rainbow domes work. And I'm going to turn on my little bell down here as well. Now again, yeah, these work just by tapping them like a regular bell or by waving your hands in front of them and you'll hear them bing. So I'm going to start out with a device that, okay, figured out the bell. That's good. I'm going to start out with a device that maybe I could hear your voice. A little different than a recorder. This one supposedly, if you think really hard and of a word or two, this box here will just repeat it. It's not going to sound like your voice, but it may be your words. Okay? So we're going to try that. So I'm turning on the Ovilus right here. I've got my speaker on so we can hear it, hopefully. I'll put the speaker over here by you guys. Nettie, try to think of one word at a time that applies to you or something that you want to say, something you want to convey.
Threshold.
Threshold? I don't know what that means.
Mind.
Mind, threshold.
Spoon.
Spoon. Strange. That's really strange. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
Known.
Known.
Lasting.
Lasting.
11.
Well, you're saying a lot. And the dome's going off
Maybe.
again.
Call.
Maybe call.
Soup. Score.
This is the most I know this is said since I've been here. Purified. Feeling. Students. Boy, we're getting a ton here. How does all this relate to you? Let's say what you did for a living. I'm trying to look at the picture. I see a dog, 2 women. Looks like an angel. Maybe that's the purified. Tell me something about you, maybe. My name is John, by the way. I don't know if I introduced myself. My name is John. I come here and talk to all the people.
To your left.
To my left? Yes, I see. Right there is to my left. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the piece of artwork there. Is there something I'm supposed to notice? I see the angel. Anything else you could tell me? One word at a time. Why is there tragedy and bad luck that follows this piece?
Especially.
Oh,
Preacher.
Preacher? Well, that's kind of weird. Yeah, what has to do with a preacher? What's that about?
Good. Us. Weeps.
I'm getting a lot of weird stuff.
Gale. Really?
Us weeps, especially preacher. Now, That's weird. Was this purchased as some kind of religious piece for you? Or did you just like the artwork? I mean, like I said, I do see what appears to be an angel back there. All right, we're going to try something else. Nettie, we're going to try something else, okay? I'm going to try to hear your real voice, your actual voice. And you notice that box up there is talking. You can try through that one too, one word at a time. If there's something you want to say why I'm doing this, okay?
Come over here.
Well, you want me to come closer to the picture? Because you just rang the bell and told me to come over here. I'll come closer. I have no problem with that. Isn't it strange if you're watching this? How again we got all that stuff on the obelisk that usually never. You're lucky if you get 2 or 3 words. Now someone told me to look to my left, and they said come over here, and the bell rang exactly where over here is to my left. That alone is very, very strange. Now I have to tell you, Nettie, that I'm a bit superstitious when it comes to bad luck. Uh, I don't look for it. I don't want it. I'm nervous to be around anything that may cause me bad luck. If I'm in danger of that just by being around this piece, could you please tell me somehow? I heard the claims of tragedy and bad luck, and that makes me nervous. Am I at risk of that? Do something to show me if I am. If I come closer,
How?
if I come closer, am I at risk? All right, I'll come closer. I have no problem with that. I don't like the idea of bad luck at all. It makes me nervous. So I'm going to come closer. Okay. And I'm going to ask you some questions. All right. Okay. It's about as close as I'm going to get. And hopefully they'll be able to see stuff with me this close. It's colder over here. So here's what I'm going to do, Nettie. I'm going to take this recorder and I'm going to put it right up there by the piece of artwork. And I'm going to ask you questions as if you and I were just sitting right next to each other and talking. And I want you to try to answer as loud as you can and as clear as you can, okay? Is that all right? If you don't want that,
Give it to me.
okay. Well, we'll try it. All right. So here's all right. I get it. I'm going to do it. So here's the recorder. I'm turning it on. I'm placing it right up here. I'll lay it down here so it's closer to your actual picture there. Nettie, if you're here, could you please say hello or your name? I read the name of your husband. Could you please say his name out loud? this piece right here, is this something you made? Did you own the mansion or the house that this was found in? Was this piece sold after you passed as part of your estate? Are you the reason that bad luck and tragedy follow this piece wherever it goes? Or is there another reason? Would you say that your death, your passing, was part of the bad luck and tragedy that follows this? That is connected? You'd mentioned a preacher before. Is there something you want to say about that? And I'm going to move further away again, okay, Nettie? I came closer for the questions. I'm just going to back away a little. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm placing it right up here.
I don't know.
Lay it down here so it's closer to your actual picture there. Nettie, if you're here, could you please say hello or your name? I read the name of your husband. Could you please say his name out loud? This piece right here, is this something you made? Right here, is this something you made? Is this something you made? Is this something you made? She's saying something about is this something you made? Cousin?
Who is she?
Is this something you made? I don't know if he's saying it's her cousin. Is this something you made? I'm gonna go way back so I can get up. This piece right here, is this something you made? Is this something you made? Is this something you made? Was it or something? Is this something you made? Is this something you made? I hear this is her cousin. Is this something you made? Did you own the mansion or the house that this was found in? What did she say? I don't know what she's saying. It's a whisper. She's saying possible? Was this piece sold after you passed as part of your estate? Are you the reason that bad luck and tragedy follow this piece wherever it goes? Or is there another reason? Would you say that your death, your passing, was part of the bad luck and tragedy that follows this? That is connected? That is connected? The background. Follows this? Yes. That is connected? Right there, it's background. That is connected? Right there. That is connected?
I'm weak.
You've mentioned the preacher before. Is there something you want to say about that? I don't know what that was. I don't know if they said something. Yeah, there was definitely something in there about it wasn't our cousin. When I asked if you made this piece of artwork, this embroidery.
I see you.
Okay, well, I see you too. You keep reminding me that you're you're to my left and you see me, and I should come closer. Tell you what, that's me making all that go off. This lantern in my hand. If you were to come near it, see how you can see there's no lights on. There's nothing there. Nothing. It's just, it looks like it's turned off, but it's not. If you were to come near me and touch this lantern in front of me, put your hand on it like I'm doing, you're going to see it light up either a little bit or a lot. I don't know which side. It depends which side you're coming from, but you'll see it turn on. I'll put it back over here where you were, but if you could just reach, that's me. If you just reach out and touch, that's not me. Yeah, that's me. If you could just come towards me and touch this lantern, I'll even lay it flat down in my hand. Try to make it easier for you. There. And those lights they might blink a little, but if you really, really hold on to it, it won't burn you. That's not a hot light. If you really hold on to it, those lights are going to shine pretty bright. See, that's not me. I'm talking about this light in my hand. All right, I'll put this one back and let that finish. Now the other one too. Holy crap, look at that. No, I know you think I was talking about those lights, but I wasn't. I was talking about this light in my hand. I wish I could demonstrate it, but I can't without EMF. I don't think the flashlight's enough EMF to make it turn on, but I would need something with EMF for it to do that. So let me see if the obelisk could do it. You know, even the obelisk, you can see it. You can't really see it, but the lights are going off around the back. Even the lights, the obelisks don't have enough. Let me try my lantern.
Leave here.
I'm not leaving. I'm staying here for a little while longer. So you can't really see, but the lights are starting to light up when I go around. See that? I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm moving the battery part around the lantern and the lights are going on. So that's only a little kind of twinge of EMF. I'll put this back here. That's me. All right, Nettie, if you don't want to touch that lantern, maybe you could touch this purple one in my hand. This one is purple now, but it'll turn blue or red or yellow. If you were to just touch it like you did those circle things, it'll show me that you're near me. All you gotta do is touch it. That's me. No? Okay. I'll leave it right up here for you. So what I'm going to do now, again, Spirit Box isn't so great in this building at all, but I'm going to try something that I tried at the Burlington prison.
Amanda.
Who the heck is Amanda? Is Amanda the cousin? I could have swore I heard something about a cousin. I saw the light there. If Amanda's, I see the light. There's a light over here somewhere going off. Is it that one? The purple one. So Amanda's your cousin.
Behind you.
Again, behind me. Everything's to the left of me, behind me. Oh, and the other one's going off too. Wow. All right, so Amanda, somehow Amanda's here. We don't know who Amanda is and how she's connected to you. Did Amanda make that? Is that who made that? Is that the woman's name who created this embroidery? Amanda? I'm trying to find out here. I'm starting to put my own pieces together, but I don't know how well I'm doing that. All right, we're going to try this. Again, I turn the Spirit Box on. I don't get great reception here. I'm going to do it like an EVP session now. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to hold my recorder near the Spirit Box so I can get responses if they come through. And then I'll listen back to see if there's any clear answers that I don't hear live. So I'm going to turn this on. Nettie, if you're here, could you please say something? Hello? Your name? Something? Nettie, who is Amanda? Who is Amanda? Did Amanda make that?
You are funny.
Thank you. Nettie, the tragedy and bad luck that follows that piece, were you part of that? Did that happen to you? Nettie, what about the preacher? Did you go to the preacher for help? Well, how was the preacher involved? Is Amanda still with us, Nettie? Is she still here? Is she the one behind me and to my left? What else could you tell me, Nettie? Anything you want me to know? All right. There was some stuff there. I'm not sure how clear it's going to come through, but I did hear a few things that sounded a little weird to me. So I'm going to play them back over the speaker, try to adjust the volume and see what it sounds like. Nettie, if you're here, could you please say something? Hello? Your name? Something? Nettie, who's Amanda?
The doll.
Nettie, who's Amanda? She said the doll. Who's Amanda? Did Amanda make that?
You are funny.
Thank you. Nettie, the tragedy and bad luck that follows that piece, were you part of that? Did that happen to you? Happen to you? Somebody saying bad trouble? Bad trouble? That's bad trouble? Nettie, what about the... Nettie, what about the... Said something about her mom? Nettie, what about the preacher? Did you go to the preacher for help? How was the preacher involved? I don't know if he says Catholic. Is Amanda still with us, Nettie? Is she still here? Is she the one behind me and to my left? What else could you tell me, Nettie? Anything you want me to know? Somebody says, Nettie, it's a man. Right there. It's Nettie, and then he says something else. I don't know what he's saying. Something about an evil mind? What's that word? Nettie? something never mind or something evil mind. That was a tough one. I'd have to listen to that back with headphones. No, I heard Nettie, not Eddie. Who's gonna mind? That might be right too, Patricia. Bad trouble, I heard that too. My mother, I heard that. Big trouble, I heard all that. That stuff I heard. Something evil mind. See, I thought I heard that too, but I'm not sure. Nettie, who's gonna mind? And that may be true. I mean, that was pretty good all around. That was pretty good interaction for that amount of time. I want to get to another piece. I kind of hate jumping off once I get a little bit of a connection like that, but somebody's trying to talk here, and I hate giving up after I've gotten pieces of the puzzle. It really frustrates me to have to stop and start with somebody else. Nettie, I'll ask you. Do you want to continue on? I'm getting drips and drabs of information here. There's some kind of man involved in this stuff. I don't know where anything fits into anything here. I really don't. You gave me a whole lot of stuff, but nothing makes sense. Not as far as the real weird thing about this is the tragedy and the bad luck. Where does that factor into everything that I'm hearing? Is the man that I'm hearing here, does he factor into the tragedy and bad luck? Is he somehow connected to this whole thing? The embroidery and the circumstances around where it was and how it was made and anything? Am I reaching here? Could you tell me something? Because I'm going to talk to somebody else in a minute. Give me a real good sign if I should continue on with you. Last chance. All right, Nettie. I appreciate it. Again, no mystery solved here, just more questions. I apologize for that. I did what I could. All right. I hope you're at peace. I hope you and your husband are together and that you're happy in the afterlife. Okay. Maybe we'll talk again someday. Try to figure out more about this. But the bad luck part makes me want to just disengage because, like I said, I'm very superstitious about that. So thank you, Nettie. All right. I'm going to switch. Oh, there we go. I need to see something really, really clear, Nettie, in order to re-engage with this and ask some more questions. I'm talking like the bell ringing or the lantern lighting up. I mean, something, the yes egg, something like that. Otherwise, I'm moving on. Okay? All right. So I'm just taking this piece down. Put it back where I found it. Right over here where you belong, okay? That's your information. Right where I found you. So now I just got to move some stuff out of the way here. That's me. And I got to get into this cabinet. That was me. That'd be me. Better be me. All right. This is what I need to get. So take these guys. Put you right there. I'll put a couple of cat balls in there. Get the information. For this one, I'm gonna need to show you. So let me find my flashlight again. I lose everywhere I go for some reason. How'd I do it? I'll take one of the other ones for now. Okay. Let me show you. So there is a picture of a man. I'm trying to get the best angle that I can here. There he is. You can see the picture, and there's objects in there that belong to him. I don't know what's in that little wallet thing. There's also a set of glasses right there, spectacles. And there's a box that it's all in. So there's the gentleman right there. There's the glasses. There's the photo. That's what we have now. All right, so let's set this back. I don't want to put too much light on it, Alex, because again, if I put too much light on it, it's gonna be really hard to see when something goes off. You're really gonna kind of miss the glowing. Is that better? How's that light-wise? I know you're not going to see the object all that great. How's that? Is that good light-wise, guys? Says you're not going to see the piece and everything that great. That good? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know if you can see everything okay. Looks fine. Okay. All righty. Let me read to you the information about this one. You guys hit it on the head. Whoever said Civil War soldier was right. I did read that before. All righty. Hopefully you can see me. I'll put that closer. I don't know if I'm too close to it, too far from it. I'll get closer. All right. Eli's ghost. Eli was born on June 16th, 1828. He had one son and three daughters with Amy Brandt. One son, three daughters. He then married Marie E. Crosby. They had children. So he had his first wife. We had one son, three daughters with Amy Brandt. That was his first wife. Then he married Marie Crosby. They had two children who passed on the same day in 1860. She passed at a young age of 10 years later. So that must have been Maria. So he lost his two daughters from what I'm reading, two children. I don't know if they were girls. He lost two children on the same day. And then Maria passed 10 years later. Wow. He then married Elizabeth Groff, and they had 11 children together. So you're talking three daughters with the first one, two that passed away with the second one, plus the wife, and then 11 children with Elizabeth Groff. So that's a lot of kids. He enlisted to fight in the Civil War in 1865. He was a corporal, commander D, whatever that means, 2nd Maryland Potomac Home Brigade Infantry. He only served a few months. He died on March 16th, 1896 in Berlin, Pennsylvania at the age of 67 and was buried there. Claims are things can be heard moving in the box and a male voice has been heard in the vicinity of the box. Well, there's a lot to unpack there, and I'll show you his headstone in a minute. Eli, my friend, my name is John. I think you may have been here a little while. Maybe heard Chris and I talking to different people here. There are several things here that have been either through here or are currently here. I think the crutch over there is from the Civil War as well. We were just in Gettysburg, as a matter of fact. Chris and I were there last week visiting, and we looked at a visitor center, and we're looking at more cannonballs and guns and bayonets and everything from the battles. So yeah, we were literally just there. My name is Sean. What I do is I try to come in here and speak to whoever might be connected to, attached to, around, channeled in through things that belong to them. In this case, this box, your photo, the glasses. I wear glasses as well. And I'm not sure what that is over there, but I could open it at some point. I know this seems really, really strange to you, being from 1896 is when you passed. Nothing here will hurt you. Nothing here is magic or weird witchcraft or anything like that. The things I use here are modern pieces of equipment that are for communication with the afterlife, the afterworld, whatever you want, the spirit world, whatever you want to think of it as. They glow, they illuminate, but nothing here is hot or will burn you. Everything here just reacts to you and what you do. So if you were to come out from your photo or that box, those purple illuminating lights that you see, those glowing objects, will change colors like the rainbow to let me know that you're near there, kind of like magic. Same thing with these circles. I can change colors with my fingers, not by magic, just by moving my fingers, creating something called static electricity. There's an egg here with the word yes on it. There's an egg here with the word no on it. Pretty simple. If you just were to touch, well, that explains why the yes egg is. Oh, no, there we go. If you were to just touch one of the eggs, yes or no, they twinkle, light up colors like the stars. The bell behind, if you were to try to ring it with your hand, it's going to ring. Pretty simple, like any other bell. I have another bell on the floor that does the same thing. We're going to try a lot of different things to talk to you and interact with you and find out more about you. First, let me say that I'm very sorry about the loss of your children on the same day. How tragic of a day that must have been. And I am so sorry for your loss. And then your wife passed 10 years later. So I'm very, very sorry that you suffered such a loss. You did have 13 other children to couple on it. See it? I hope you guys are getting that. Right next to his picture, it's actually lighting up. And the reports are movements within the box, voices within the box. That's going off in the box. Very, very cool, because that hasn't gone off yet. Not at all during the Nettie investigation. So, yes, I was mentioning that you did have 13 other children. Again, not that's a consolation for losing any children, because it's not. I'm hoping that your family line just continue to grow and grow with all those children. I mean, I'm sure to this day there are Beals. Yeah, see the cat ball again? Pretty good. I'm sure there are Beals everywhere in Pennsylvania, which is where we are now. We're in New Hope, Pennsylvania. So thank you for that. Anything else you could try or touch with your hand, Eli, other than that little twinkly ball? They're inside these yes and no eggs. And anything else down here, you could just wave your hand around and they'll change different colors. This lantern here, I'm sure you've seen lanterns in your day, mostly flame. Not what this is. This is one that, again, the only way I can describe it to you is kind of magic. Yeah, I know it looks a little different, but if you were to touch this lantern the way you're touching that little twinkly ball, you're going to see it light up the room, or at least blink like the way that is. Want to give that a try? You don't want to give it a try? I get it. Again, I understand this is different times, different things. So why don't we try this? Um, we'll try the obelisk again first, which again is a very strange device for you, I'm sure. I noticed that the box hasn't said anything, not one word yet from this. And it's on right now, but not one word has come through that app. Not one. Which is really, really strange considering. Eli, I know this may sound very, very strange to you, but people believe in the spirit world in heaven, whichever you choose to believe, that people who have passed can talk to us and interact with us. Oh, there's a light on the other side now. I don't know if you can see it behind the lantern, but there's a green light right there coming this way on the box. Red. All right, Eli, you're doing well. I know modern stuff, very, very tricky, very, very strange. Believe me, I get it. People believe that in the spirit world, that spirits are capable of understanding this stuff better. One, two. You could think, say one word at a time, and it may come through a box that I have up there. And it'll sound like a female voice, but that's the only voice it has. But that'll be up there. Or I'm going to try this box right here that I'm holding.
Psychic.
Holy shit. I'm not a psychic. Is that what you think I am? You think I'm some kind of metaphysical psychic person? No, I'm far from that. I'm just like you. Only I have these weird things that I use. You want to call me a spiritualist? That's a stretch, but I'll go with that. But we're going to try. Again, like in your day, maybe they used a candle or something or did seances. This is kind of along those lines to talk to spirits. So let's try this box here. Very strange, I know, but you'll see what it does. And I'm going to plug it in. It's not your voice that you're going to hear, but you will possibly, potentially hear your words. Okay? One at a time. Whatever you want to say, you can start now.
Inner.
Think really, really hard. Eli.
Thin.
Then, come on, one word at a time. I know this is probably difficult for you, but really try to think about that word. Concentrate as if you were saying it out loud. Really, really concentrate. Focus on one word at a time that you want to say.
Entered.
Entered, thin. Okay. I don't know what any of that means. Anything about your family, your life, where you are now, what that's like. What you refer to me as a psychic. I'm not. Tell me about you. This is my chance to talk to you. This is the year 2024, almost 2025. And yet here I am talking about you and your memory and your family. I would find that really, really fascinating if someone were talking to me 150 years from now.
Adultery.
Well,
If
well, that's kind of weird. He said, if adultery. I don't know. Where are we going here, Eli? You ever hear of TMI? They didn't have that back in your day. Look at the dome going off now.
cloister.
Cloister. I don't know. So Eli, I'm trying to do the math here.
Norman. Waves.
Norman
Crayon.
Williams.
Stump.
It's because I was moving it. That's why I was spitting out all those words in a row like that. I'm going to go through that one more time. So, you were born in 1928. 3 daughters with Amy Brandt. Doesn't say how old you were when that was. Then you married Marie Crosby, the 2 children who passed on the same day. They passed on the same day in 1860. And then your wife must have passed in 1870. So at that point, you were 52. No, 42. Sorry, 42. When your second wife passed. Then you had 11 children. I don't know. And you lived to the age of 70. 67. Wow, that's a lot of life there for 67, Eli. I mean, 15 children. Wow. So here's what we're gonna do, Eli.
Sin.
So you said adultery and now you said sin. I find that kind of strange. You trying
It's
to,
not easy.
okay. I encourage you to share what you want to share, but very strange. Adultery, sin, it's not easy. Do you think you're a sinner because you did those things? Are you confessing? Just sort of noise back there. This isn't confessional. I'm not that kind of psychic. Although share whatever you want to. Okay, Eli? So Eli, I'm going to try to hear your real voice, okay? This is different than that box I showed you. This is something that your real voice can be heard. I mean, your real voice. So I'm going to put this in the box. Yeah, I see the lights. I'm going to put this in the box because people say that they've heard voices in the vicinity of the box. So I haven't seen you like that little twinkly ball in there again.
You.
Me? What about me? I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to, yes, holy shit. Wow. Eli, we're getting along quite well here, I would think. Huh? You guys can see that, right? So we're getting along here, Eli. That's good. So remember what I was telling you about your real voice? Right here, this
Come
one.
over here.
Again with the
Sad.
You're sad? Are you sad because you confessed some shit stuff that you feel bad about? Look, whatever you did in your life, that's your business. I don't judge. I am nobody. You don't judge me. I don't judge you. Whatever you did in your life, I'm sure is your business in your life. I'm sure you were probably a good father to all those children. Hopefully, that's the most important thing, and that you were good to your wives. And um, I just want to find out more about you. So I was mentioning your real voice in that twinkly ball in the box, and then you lit the yes egg right here, which was even better. That little twinkly ball in the box. Is there any way you could do that for me again, though? It's been a while since you've done that. It'd be really cool if you could. The one next to your photo. All right. So here's what we're going to do, Eli. This little silver box here in my hand, I'm going to put that in that box by your photo. I'm going to ask you questions just like I am now, as if you and I are having a conversation. Um, you can answer out loud. You don't have to concentrate. You don't have to think really hard like you do with those other things. Just talk out loud like you would if you were sitting right here in front of me or next to me. And I may be able to hear you on this box. Okay. I know that sounds really, really strange, but it might work. Just try to talk as loud as you can and as clear as you can and answer any way you want, whatever you have to say. Okay. All right, Eli. I'm putting it in the box. That's me making the lights twinkle. That's me making that go off. Wait till it stops. Okay. Eli, my name is John. I'm happy to meet you. Could you please say hello to me or say, I'm Eli?
Camera.
Eli, um, you put it out there. So you mentioned adultery and sin. Were you confessing to me when you were saying that? Is there anything else you would like to confess? Say it out loud if you like. Eli, how many children did you have total? How many kids did you have?
Soon.
What was your youngest child's name? What was your first wife's name? Did you live a happy life, Eli? Were you satisfied with your life? Are there members of the Beale family still scattered throughout Pennsylvania? Do you look in after them if there are? That's me. I heard people talking upstairs, so Hopefully it's not on the whole entire thing and it's only here and there, but dang it. I was really, really hoping to talk with him as much as I could, but I know it won't last. Shoot. All right, Eli. Hold on, let me turn this up.
Who is she?
I don't know who you're referring to. In the box. That's me making a light stick. That's me making that go off. Wait till it stops. Okay. Eli, my name is John. I'm happy to meet you. Could you please say hello to me or say, I'm Eli?
Camera.
Oh, shit. Did you hear it? To meet you. Could you please say hello to me or say, I'm Eli? Holy
Camera.
shit. Did you hear that? Please say hello to me or say, I'm Eli?
Camera.
Eli, you put it out there, so you mentioned adultery and sin. Were you confessing to me when you were saying that? Is there anything else you would like to confess? Say it out loud if you like. Come on, Eli. Eli, how many children did you have total? How many kids did you have? You have total. How many kids did you have? Total. How many kids did you have? What? I don't know what he's saying. What the hell is he saying? Children did you have total? How many kids did you have? Something about all of them. What kids did you have? Something all of them. How many kids did you have? I hear something. How many kids did you have? Something all of them. Pick all of them? Something all of them. What was your youngest child's name?
I told her.
Child's name. There's a car going by right when you
Can
said
you hear it?
No, I can't. I think I hear name. Rob. I think I hear Rob. Right when the car goes by. Right there. Ron or Rob? He says it again. What was your first wife's name? That's them. Did you live a happy life, Eli? Were you satisfied with your life? Whoa. I saw that. I went all the way up to red. Are there members of the Beal family still scattered throughout Pennsylvania? There's got to be.
Do you look in after them if there are?
What do you say?
Do you look in after them if there are? Are?
That's when they start talking, so I don't know. I think I hear I do, but I don't know if it's them or not. Yeah. Oh, shit. That would have been good too. I did hear hello, and I did hear something about the children. He said something, all of them. Pick all of them. Something like that. Damn, I wish I could have done more with that on EVP. Damn. Eli, I'm gonna check something real quick here before I continue. Oh wow, there we go. I'm just checking the comments to make sure the feed is good. Yeah, the thumping is people upstairs. That's how I noticed up the EVPs. There was something there. Bob or Rob, I heard that too. Made all of you? I don't know, made all of them, maybe. 21, heard things. 13. Hi, Christina. Wow. I heard hello. Wow. Hello. Yeah, the hello was pretty clear. All right. I'm just checking the comments. All right. I'm going to try the, damn, I wish I could do the EVP more. All right. I'm going to try the spirit box again. Eli, you're pretty good at figuring out those magic things there for a minute, and I don't know why you stopped. I did see the lantern next to me going crazy. It went all the way up to red, which is the highest color you can make it. The more you grab onto it or hold onto it, the colors, that's as red is as high as it will go. It'll change all the colors on the rainbow until it gets to red, and that's it. Same thing with those lights up here. But again, you haven't really touched the bell all that much. You haven't really touched that little twinkly ball in there like you were in the beginning. And you touched that one yes egg one time. I wish you would try to do that a little more often for me so we could go back and forth a little bit if that's at all possible. I am going to try something else, but it'd be great if you could use that stuff too, if you could find a way to do that again. Again, I'm not trying to disrespect you, Eli. I'm not trying to disrespect your wife, your 3 wives, all of your children, your family's name. Not at all. Just talk to you, find out more about you. Again, I've been to Gettysburg many, many times. I know you're only.
I remember.
Okay, good. You remember Gettysburg? Well, I know you were only there a few months. I've been there many times, and I can only imagine what that was like. But I'm just trying to find out as much as I can, and whatever I learned here will just be added to this information that we have about you and your family. And someone is going to purchase your photo, whatever is in there, the box, and your glasses, and they're going to take them home, and your memory is going to live on for a lot longer, and your family as well. So that's what this is all about. So I would be kind of honored.
Torturer.
Torturer. I don't know where that came from. All right, so let's try one more thing here, Eli, if you don't mind. This is going to be a little different than hearing your actual voice. I don't know if I could hear them up there. I'd love to try one more EVP session. Yeah, I see it, Eli. I'd love to hear your voice. We were doing pretty good there for a minute. Let me try really quick, Eli. Okay. Hopefully we don't hear so much. I don't hear him right now. So really quick. Anything else you want to share with me? Eli, please say it out loud right now. Is there a heaven? And are you and all of your wives and your children together there now? The two children that passed on the same day, do you know what they passed from? If there's anything at all that I can add to that information that I read, Eli, about you, your family, your children, your life, please tell me now.
Crying.
And I'll add it to it. I'll do this, and I'll do spirit box. Anything else you want to share with me, Eli? Please say it out loud right now. Is there a heaven? And are you and all of your wives and your children together there now? The two children that passed on the same day, do you know what they passed from? If there's anything at all that I can add to that information that I read, Eli, about you, your family, your children, your life, please tell me now,
Crying.
and I'll add it to it. All right. So I'll do the spirit box and then wrap it up here. Eli, you seem pretty fond of this, I guess, because it looks like an old school lantern that you used back in your day, especially. I have been to the Civil War Museum, and I did see a lot of these lanterns, with the flame, with the candle or whatever they used. This won't burn you. I saw you touching it when it was over there. Any chance you could touch it while it's in my hand? Make it change colors? Are you still here, Eli? I hope you didn't leave. All right, I'm not going to try to disrespect you at all by doing this. But I'm going to put this right in here. That's me making the cat ball go off. Okay? Cat ball's behind it. All right, and we're going to try one last thing before we stop, okay? So in this one, maybe a little stranger than the others. Still try to talk out loud. I'm going to ask you questions, and they may come through this box here that I'm tapping on, this wooden box right here next to me. Okay? So same thing, just try to talk out loud and answer, and hopefully I'll be able to hear you. All right? I'm hitting record. Eli? Hello, I heard you say hello. Are you here? Could you say my name, Eli? My name is John.
West.
What would you like to talk about, Eli? Is there something that I didn't bring up or mention? What was your oldest child's name? Why were you only in the Civil War for 3 months? Did it end or were you injured? What? How did your wife pass, your second wife? What was wrong with her? If you don't mind me asking. You said adultery and sin. Why would you say those words? So did you get to see most of your children grow up and become adults? For all of them? Anything else you want to say? You want to say good night, goodbye? Anything else about your life? Last chance. All right. There's some stuff there too. I heard stuff coming through, but won't know till I put it on the. Record. Eli? See, I heard hello right off the bat. Eli? Hello, I heard you say hello. Are you here? Could you say my name, Eli? My name is John. Say my name, Eli. My name is John. Eli, my name is John. Sounds like he says Don, Eli, and then my mistake. Don. What? What? What would you like to talk? What would you like to talk about, Eli? Is there something that I didn't bring up or mention? What was your oldest child's name? What was your oldest child's name? What the hell he said there? The eagle? Why were you only in the Civil War for 3 months? Did it end or were you injured? What? How did your wife pass? Your second wife? What was wrong with her? If you don't mind me asking. You said adultery and sin. Why would you say those words? So did you get to see most of your children grow up and become adults? For all of them? So I thought I heard him say with them. With them. Anything else you want to say? You want to say good night, goodbye? Anything else about your life? Good night, goodbye. Anything else about your life? Anything else about your life? Goodbye. Anything else about your life? Goodbye. Anything else about your life? Last chance. Like I said, it sounds like he said that was it. That was it. That was it. He's done. That was it. Wow. What a way to end. All right, Eli. I do appreciate you interacting with me some. I do enjoy the fact that you were able to touch that little twinkly ball there, to touch the yes egg there for a minute and a couple of the other things. And I did hear you say hello. I know that I did hear clear when I was able to do the recording. And you just said that was it. So I guess you kind of told us all you could, or that all you were capable of telling us using whatever energy you could. I know the connection between here and there is not easy at all, but I do appreciate you and your family. I hope, again, nothing more than if there is a heaven and an afterlife. You have so many children, wives that I'm sure you loved. I do hope that there is justice at the end and that you're all together and that you're all happy. So thank you for taking the time, Eli. I appreciate it. And happy holidays to you and yours. Okay. So that's it, guys. Not ideal doing this by myself. I'm sure it wasn't as good as it usually is when Chris is here and we were able to go back and forth and set things up the way we want. I'm not even sure if you guys could see everything good. I haven't checked it in a while, but I appreciate you watching Friday night. So probably come back on Monday to wrap this up. The weekend filler airs tomorrow, so we'll probably talk about that as well. I'm sure as soon as I get the segment, I'll put it up on New Jersey Paranormal on all the socials so you can see that. That was a whole nother experience. We'll talk about behind the scenes with that as well. But I've got a long ride on icy roads and I got a lot of stuff to clean up here. So thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. All right. Have a good night.